Yo, dude, where's the face cam? Where's the face cam? Jimmy, bring the face cam back. Dude, it's coming back, okay? Sometimes life gets in the way. I'm about to hit a flight. I'm about 5 hours away from flying out to the UK. Gonna edit this on the plane. Okay, I'm just built different. I'm hustling harder than you are. It just is what it is. The face cam will be back. I know you guys missed the face, especially that one guy who keeps commenting all the weird stuff. The face cam will be back. In the meantime, enjoy the content, okay? Your dopamine sensors don't need to be stimulated by my face. You can just enjoy what I have to say and maybe learn a thing or two. Today, we are talking about the worst crimes you can commit while driving. Let's get into the tiers. Acceptable. These are acceptable. Conditional. These are conditional. Big ticket, where you should receive a big ticket if you commit this violation. Lock them up. We're like, all right, we're starting to look at jail time and lifetime jail. Like, dude, come on. If you're doing any of these, lifetime jail. Absolutely diabolical crimes to commit on the streets. With that being said, without a further of ado, let's get right into it. Our first one, we have rolling stops. Now look, okay, gonna fire this right off. Cancel me in the comments. I don't really care. If you're at a stop sign, it's very clear. The visibility is great. There's no other cars that there might be confusion with, and you don't slow down to absolute zero. Like, you don't feel that jolt with your brakes. You slow down, I don't know, 5 clicks, 5 kilometers per hour. Is it the end of the world? No, it's not. However, this is a slippery slope when I at all invite people to roll stop signs. I want to be careful here. I have a responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. Stop signs are always there for a reason, okay? Very few times do stop signs just kind of exist for fun. They're always there for a reason. So when in doubt, play it safe. But I can't help but just say, like, man, if you're stopping and waiting like 6 seconds and there's a ton of cars behind you and no other cars at the four-way stop, just go, man. Look, this is a hard one. Conditional for me. Next up, driving with no lights. Now this one, you think, oh man, old Susie just forgot to flick on her lights when she's driving at night. She was driving at day. No big deal. No, dude. First of all, it's so easy, okay? Either the cars these days have automatic headlights, or it should be creature habit. It's like, hey, it's dark. Why can't I see? Oh, wait, I need my lights. Flick your lights on when you're putting on your seatbelt. Like, it should be that automatic. But somehow in this day and age, it's not. And even though it seems like an honest mistake, it's like, whoopsie, forgot my lights. Dude, it is detrimental. Like, you're riding ghost mode at night. How could that possibly be anything but a terrible idea? And obviously, it's not an idea. It's an accident. It doesn't matter. This should be so properly enforced because the consequences for this can be huge. If you're not visible, big bad things could happen. Keep your lights on. Make this so automatic. And look, if it's an accident, you get slapped with a big ticket. Oh, that's unfair. No, it's not. All right? Because now you'll learn. Now you'll be like, man, that ticket sucks so bad. I never want to make this mistake again. Some mistakes have little or no consequences. Some things you do on purpose that are bad have no consequences. But some accidents like this could have huge consequences. Big ticket. Next up, we have hit and runs. Now, obviously, look, if we're talking like a full-on complete accident and they bounce, like, dude, lock them up, lifetime jail. Bro, okay, I'm not here to discuss that. I'm here to discuss something a little more borderline that probably not my viewers, because my viewers are morally perfect people, but maybe some of other people in the world who are a bit more selfish and a bit less morally sound may do, and that is like slight hit and runs. Let's call them ding and runs. So basically, you're in the parking lot, you know, you're parked next to someone's nice car and, oh, whoops, I accidentally bumped my door past like one of the preset like notches, you know what I mean? Oh, and it slightly tapped this person next to me's car. But then you look at it, you know, maybe it's not that big of a scratch. You can barely even see it. Like, you got to look for it. And, you know, it's not that nice of a car. I'll just bounce. No, this is the worst, most selfish thing you can do. Now, my Subaru, it's pretty crap. Okay, the paint's not great. But every like few months, maybe not few months, every 6 months, I'll say, it's a biannually thing. I'll just see a new ding. And it won't be that big. It won't be that noticeable, but I notice a new ding. And I know this happened. I know someone thought, hey, that car's kind of crap. I can get away with it. I'm just going to bounce. So one, this is just morally terrible. Like, seriously, if you're damaging people's property and dipping, come on. Secondly, if you get hit with a hit and run, if some camera catches you, it's going to be detrimental on your insurance. Even if it's just a ding, they can claim you so hard for hit and run, and you 100% deserve it. And third, oftentimes, in this situation, if you just fess up, leave a note, and it's a crappy car, and you truly believe they won't care, Chances are they don't. Always do the right thing in these cases. However, some people are so miserable and so dishonest that they'll ding your car and just dip. And it is so annoying. They don't care the potential consequences. They just know that they'll probably get away with it, which is unfortunately true. And that's why they do it. And then these are the same people that will turn around and make fun of people with expensive cars for parking at the end of the lot. Like, oh, your car's not that nice, buddy. If people like you didn't exist dinging everyone's cars, maybe they wouldn't have to do that. But unfortunately, they do. If you're someone who consistently does this, lock them up. And if you're someone who does this, please stop. Next up, window tint. Look, okay, if you're putting limo tint on your front windshield, we might have a problem. If you're slightly tinting 20% tint on your front windows to keep out the sun, absolute lifetime jail. You have no idea how dangerous that is. Unbelievable. Next up, hotboxing a car with your vaporizer pen. Now look, okay, I've touched on this 2 videos ago. If you're still vaping, the year's 2025, it's time to stop for a variety of reasons. If you're hotboxing your car, it impedes visibility. It's technically illegal. Big ticket. Next up, I don't want to be too descriptive of this because I don't know how YouTube monetization is, and all I care about is money. Literally nothing else at all, just money. But yeah, next up we have DUIs. Okay, this one does not need elaboration. You do not need some 19-year-old kid on the internet to tell you not to drive under the influence, okay? Even if you're slightly intoxicated, I don't care. Lifetime jail. Oh, but you're no fun. Just a few drinks. I can make it home safe. Screw you, bro. Screw you. Next up, parking in the fire lane. Pretty standard. There's no just 1 sec. There's no, I was just grabbing something quickly. It's a fire lane. It's for life safety. Big ticket. Next up, we have a straight piped exhaust. And I'm not talking about, you removed your cat or whatever. I'm talking about fully gutted, way past the decibel limit in whatever area you're in. Now, look, I know a lot of cops like to get like some car guys with maybe a bit of a modded exhaust. That's unbelievable. That's so ridiculous. Those cops are just bored. But if you're driving out with a straight piped exhaust, waking everyone up, not this is that bad at all, but it's just so annoying. Lock you up. Next, we have a new trend. Now, this is pretty niche, and it should be pretty niche, but it's becoming way more popular due to a viral group of people. And this is swimming or cutting up. Basically, hopping on the highway, going way too fast, cutting up, making cuts, which is essentially squeezing through gaps in highway traffic. Now, look, first of all, I want to say, is it entertaining? Unfortunately, I say very unfortunately, to watch these people do it, to watch people like license cut up, it's really entertaining. I hate to say it, but the problem with these content is not necessarily them. The people who do these things for YouTube content are incredibly selfish. But the worst part is not them doing it per se, it's that they're posting it and thus influencing other people with way less driving skill to do it as well. I'm seeing this way more often, and I 100% blame it on the social media creators that are making this popular. It's incredibly dangerous. It's going to end one way or another, whether it be a cop pulling you over and giving you a hefty ticket, or your car getting impounded, or whatever. It's not going to go on forever, so stop doing it as soon as possible. Lifetime jail. Next up, we have removing and driving around with no front plate. Literally, who cares? Next up, running stale yellows. Now look, if you run a stale yellow, that's pretty much a red, and someone is trying to make a turn and then they end up having to run a full-on red because they're already in the intersection, terrible driving habit. I think I've touched on this before, but dude, if you're just, blitzing through, you're late to work, and this is key, you have properly assessed that there are no dangers anywhere in the intersection, who cares? Okay. For that reason, balance it out, conditional. Finally, we have speeding through school zones. Now look, I have had controversial takes on speeding in the past, but when it is a school zone, it is a different story, okay? When there's kids involved who don't understand the danger of cars, there's no excuses for speeding. Here's my redemption from my first video where I pretty much encourage people to speed. Lock them up, okay? Do not speed in school zones. That is all for the video. Join my Discord. Sub. Love you guys.